All right. So now let's work on being able to add a new website, right? So for instance, let's add maybe like a plus sign up here, all right? So let's go back to the templates that we're using for rendering all the websites. I believe it's the list view. There it is, right? And way at the top here, we have this empty space, which represents this very last column on the right-hand side. Okay. So let's create here maybe a span class, glyphicon plus, right? And maybe pull it to the right-hand side, right? And that adds the plus sign at the end of that column, right? And when we click on it, what we'd like to be able to do is navigate to the new website. Okay. So to do that, again, we could use ng-click, right? And then in the controller, then we can decide to navigate to where we want. But we don't really need ng-click, right? Because we don't need to read any, we don't need to run any code, right? No logic, right? We can just navigate there immediately, right? Without passing through through the controller, right? So to do that, we can convert this into a hyperlink and say that we want to go to where? Let's see. We want to go to, we want to keep our context, right? So we are editing a website that belongs to this particular user. So model.userid that that is a particular site that has this particular no, let's see. Actually, we don't have an ID, right? It's a brand new website. We don't have an ID. So to distinguish this from an existing website, we're gonna use a special ID, right? It's new. It says as we don't have an ID, right? So let's navigate there, and so let's make that a hyperlink out of that. And if we refresh, notice that we can barely see that, and that's because it's a hyperlink. Yes. We do. Oh well. Okay, let me use this one. I already spent time with this. Yeah, I'll use that one. Okay. You use that one. I was wondering where was my plus sign. Okay, there it is. Anyway, so I'm going to style this. You don't do this, but I will. I'm going to change this to be white, so I can see that hyperlink there. You might want to put it inside of a style sheet, right? Not a style attribute. Okay. All right. So that's going to navigate me where? Let's see. It wants to go website new. So it looks like it's navigating to this website, right? It's the edit page. Isn't this the edit page? It is the edit page, right? So because we already had, notice that anything after that works, just navigates me here, right? But if it's a particular existing website, it actually fetches it and it feeds it in, right? So we could actually have used the same exact template for both cases, right? For the edit and for the new, right? And if you prefer to do that for the homework, that's fine. I won't penalize you. If you want to use the same template, it'll have to be a little. It will have to be a little smart, right? So for instance, if this is new, for instance, you don't want to show the delete button, right? So it'll have to be smart, right? If the ID happens to be new, I won't show the delete button. Instead, I'll show the create button. Yes, right? Also, if it's new, then there is nothing to fetch from the service, right? Because there is no, I don't have an ID. So anyway, the controller and the template would need to be smart, right? To behave so that it could behave one way if the ID is new, or another way if it's not new. Make sense? But I'm going to implement it so that it's two different templates for both cases. Also because it'll give me allow me to talk about something to be careful about. Okay. All right. So notice that it's navigating to the edit template basically. Yes. But I wanted to instead navigate to the new templates. Okay. They both look very, very similar. So I'm going to get started in the new template using the edit template. Okay. So I'm going to copy and paste it, and this will be the new for the new template. So and there it is. Okay. We can even give it maybe. Let's see. We have a fixed stop. Maybe this might say new website maybe. Okay, new website. And then I need to route to this brand new template I just created. Yes? So let's create the route in the config file. And it'll look very similar to this. Right? And the routing is new. Right? And it's going to go to website new. Right? And I don't have controls just yet. I just want to make sure that I can navigate there. Right? And this brand new template, I just added new website. Whereas the other one, the website edit, should say maybe edit website. Yes? Right? So if I notice that I'm clicking on new, and it's navigating to the edit website, right? Even though I created the route, right? Even though I created the route, it's navigating to the old route. Right, so it's navigating to the one that goes here. And why is that? My route's there. Did I forget something? Okay. So what's happening here is that this route is being declared after this route, right? And this route is more generic, right? More abstract than this one. This one is very specific. That says it has to be new, right? But since this route was declared before this other route, it iterates, and this one evaluates first and says, does it match with this one? Basically, this iterates over all these and see which one matches first. And notice that this one matches, certainly matches new here, right? So this one's being triggered before the other one, right? So when you have these ambiguities, right, the order matters, right? So let's move this above that one, right? So that this one will trigger before the other one, right? So it's just like you have several if else, right? The first one that matches, that's it. You don't continue, right? Or like a switch case, same thing. So there it is. So this one still works, right? Notice that if I have a particular ID, it loads a particular website. And I am the edit website. But if I have new, notice that now it does indeed navigate to new website. Everybody okay? All right. All right. Everything else though is more or less the same, right? We need a controller. Right? So and we'll do the controller in the next video.